Hi there, everyone. My name is Dylan Horn, and this is episode 1 of the Human Rights Podcast. A great man once said, to deny people their human rights is to deny them their humanity. Human rights is an extremely complex and serious problem in today's world. The problem is, each problem has its own solution, complex or simple. One of those problems is abuse. Domestic, child, any kind of abuse. Why is this abuse so important, you might ask? Well, to start off, currently there are over 40 million kids that get abused, all under the age of 15. Not all, but just those 40 million are all under 15. Those are middle schoolers, elementary schoolers, and even preschoolers. The reason why it's so important is because abuse can seriously affect a kid's life. It can give them physical scars, mental scars, socially affect them, affect their learning, affect their education, affect their minds. It's a big problem because that's 40 million kids' lives that are getting changed completely just because. Why people do it? I'm not too sure. No one's really too sure. Overall, you can't really tell because each person is different. But how I think of it is, I can't think of someone that wanting to beat their own kid, someone that they love so dearly, wanting to just hit them. I can't imagine that. Can you? Can you imagine seeing your own kid under the age of 15 just sitting there and just thinking, being drunk or being high and just thinking, I'm gonna go hit him, I'm gonna go beat him, I'm gonna go beat her? I can't imagine that. And it's a very serious problem that needs to be stopped. But when it comes to solutions, there's not many. One solution that is completely illegal, that violates the Privacy Act, is to monitor kids and their parents, to tag kids and their parents. But the thing is that's not legal because of privacy acts, because just laws protecting people's privacy. And there's not many real ways to go at this. There's not many real ways to tackle this problem because all the ways that there is are either illegal or just plain dumb. There's not many solutions, and it breaks my heart. Another problem is bullying. Bullying is an extremely serious problem that's gone under the radar in the past few years. You might also ask why this is important also. Why should I care? Well, around 45% of kids in school have gotten bullied. That's around half. Half of people that have been in school have gotten bullied. That's a lot of kids. It's a lot of people. Bullying can have serious side effects. Depression, anxiety, social anxiety, and in some cases, when worse comes to worse, suicide. It's sad. It's sad because just because someone wants to put up their own ego, that they go put someone else down and could possibly kill them. That life, that death, is on their hands. It's very sad. It's a big, big problem. This story, I'm gonna tell a story. This story isn't as sad. It doesn't end with anyone dying or committing suicide. But I had a friend. He was a really nice, cool, energetic, happy guy. He was really, really cool. But he was big. He's a little fat. And he got picked on a lot for that. Every single day. People would call him fatty meat, like all these names, all these hurtful things. And because of that, he got sad, got depressed, he skipped school, and even sometimes got a little violent. And all because of people wanting to put themselves up. It's a sad, sad world. A solution is very simple. It can take guts, but it's simple. If you see someone getting bullied or picked on, stand up. Stand up for them. Fight for them. Because they can't fight for themselves. Because the worst thing a victim can do is give a reaction. I know that from experience. The worst thing a victim can do when getting picked on is give a reaction. Because that just eggs the bully on more. So if you see someone getting picked on, stand up. Fight for them. Because if you don't, it'll affect their lives. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. That was really depressing. Holy crap. That was sad. Another big issue that is still prevalent is human trafficking. Or, a better name, slavery. That's basically what it is. The buying and selling of people. I don't think I need to explain why that's so wrong. And I won't. But, still, today, 27 million people, 27 million, are in human trafficking. That's a lot of people that are being bought and sold as objects. Why is this important? Again, I keep asking this. Why? Because imagine if you had your whole life taken away from you and put into the hands of someone that you didn't even know. You got treated as an object. You can be bought and sold. How'd you feel? Not good, right? That's what these people feel. That's why it's so important. Because people's freedom, people's rights, are getting taken away, getting bought and sold. Solutions for this are extremely complicated because of a lot of human trafficking is not necessarily black market, but underground. It's hard to track, it's hard to see, and it's just hard to stop. For this, there's not many solutions that I can think of. I can't think of any, actually. It's a really, really hard thing to think of for solutions. It's just, that's all there is to it. But it's still a problem that still needs to be addressed. Just because there's not many solutions or they're hard to think of doesn't mean it's not important. It's hard. It's extremely hard. And I'm sad to say that I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to fix it. I wish I did, though. I wish I did. Another big problem is harassment. Sexual harassment. Mostly women, but men can still get sexually harassed too. It's not all that common, but I mean, it still happens. But it's mainly towards women. And it's a big problem. I'm not going to say why, because I've repeated that over and over and over again. But I will list solutions, facts, reasons. Why this happens? My guess is people are desperate. People don't have enough love. They got messed up as a child. Their mother didn't love them. Something along those lines. And they get desperate. They get desperate for love. They get desperate for attention. So they go out, rape, sexually harass, molest women or men. Either or. A little fact is that 1 in 4 women have reported getting sexually harassed in the workplace. But that's just getting reported. Imagine how many that haven't reported it. I can't say for sure how many that is, and I'm not going to guess. But it's a problem. Its solutions are simple and complicated. It's simple in the fact that if you do see it, you should report it. But that takes guts and a little background knowledge, because that might actually be a relationship that the coworkers have, or she enjoys it. It's a little hard, but another solution that is, if you're the one getting sexually harassed, molested, don't be afraid to report it. Talk to someone about it. You don't necessarily have to report it, but talk to someone about it at least. It helps. And it's sad. It's really sad because, well, people are desperate. So desperate that they'll molest, sexually harass women or men. Again, solutions vary from, if you see it, maybe dig up on a little, talk to the people about it, and see if it actually is sexual harassment, or if it's just a relationship. But if you're the one getting it, you should report it. Don't be afraid. It's scary. I'll bet it is. I'll bet it's extremely scary and terrifying. But don't be afraid. People will help you. People are a lot nicer than you think. Well, most are. Not everyone's nice. That goes back to bullying, but that's another deep subject where we'll get into it another day. Thank you for listening. My name is Dylan Horn, and this was episode 1 of the Human Rights Podcast. Thank you all for watching and listening, if you stayed this far. Thank you.